The push towards a green, battery-powered future comes with a major trade-off. More mining for lithium in the U.S. will stress a vital resource.
It is mind-blowing. When an agriculture process 2 decades ago would turn out to be impactful in today's technology, from billions of gallons of water to almost an endless reserve of lithium.
Well, for me it would be excellent, but the company, we're experts in hydrogeology, we're experts in mining, we're experts in producing lithium.
The US hit the jackpot to power devices, vehicles, even renewable energy systems. 20 years earlier, it wasn't imagined. Today, thanks to these US farmers, lithium is as powerful as gold. The farmers move. Decades ago, California's Imperial Valley was already famous for its farming, an arid land transformed into fertile ground by dedicated farmers who irrigated their fields with billions of gallons of water. Little did anyone know, these routine watering practices would set the stage for a lithium revolution. Back then, the focus was solely on agriculture. Farmers, working under the relentless sun of the desert, needed water to keep their crops alive. They pumped and spread water over the land, not realizing that underneath the soil lay naturally occurring lithium, a metal that today is as coveted as gold for its role in powering our smartphones, electric vehicles, and renewable energy systems. Over the years, as water seeped through the ground, it interacted with the underlying rock formations. The water began to dissolve some of the minerals, slowly leaching lithium from the rocks and carrying it downward. What started as an unintended byproduct of routine irrigation eventually transformed the area. The billions of gallons of water didn't just sustain the crops, they enriched a hidden lithium deposit, creating a concentrated brine beneath the surface. Fast forward 20 years, and the impact is nothing short of shocking. What was once merely a side effect of agricultural practice has now become a potential game-changer in the world of energy. This naturally enriched lithium brine is far more accessible than many traditional sources of lithium, and it's prompting a new wave of technological innovation in extraction methods. Companies are now looking to harness this concentrated resource using advanced techniques that can efficiently pull lithium from the brine, techniques that could eventually power everything from consumer electronics to electric vehicles. It's a fascinating twist of fate. The farmers, intent on growing crops, unwittingly contributed to creating a strategic resource that could help lead the charge toward a greener future. Their simple act of irrigating the fields has now intersected with one of the most critical challenges of our time, the transition to renewable energy. As the world looks for more sustainable sources of power, the lithium enriched by those billions of gallons of water in California's Imperial Valley could play a vital role. Before we go further, let's learn what this element is. The lightest solid element. Lithium is a soft, silvery white metal and is the lightest metal on the periodic table. It has the chemical symbol Li and an atomic number of 3. Because of its lightness and high reactivity, lithium is never found in nature by itself. Instead, it is usually combined with other elements in minerals or dissolved in saltwater brines. The story of lithium's creation begins at the very start of our universe. In the first few minutes after the Big Bang, the universe was extremely hot and dense. During this time, a process called Big Bang nucleosynthesis occurred, where the building blocks of atoms were formed. In these intense conditions, simple nuclei of elements like hydrogen and helium were created, and small amounts of lithium were produced as well. In simple terms, lithium was cooked up in the universe's first few minutes, along with other light elements. Later in cosmic history, lithium was also made by high-energy particles known as cosmic rays. When these particles collided with heavier atoms in space, they broke them apart in a process called spallation, which helped produce more lithium. Thus, the lithium that we see today is a mix of what was created during the Big Bang and what was produced later by cosmic rays. On Earth, lithium is usually found in rocks or in salty water that has seeped through the ground over time. To use lithium in everyday products like batteries for smartphones and electric cars, it must be carefully extracted and purified from these natural sources. Although lithium is not very common in its pure form on our planet, its unique properties, like being very light and capable of holding a lot of energy, make it extremely valuable for modern technology. Lithium is a remarkable element with a history that stretches back to the dawn of the universe. Its creation in the Big Bang and through cosmic processes, combined with its practical uses today, makes lithium an essential part of both our cosmic story and our modern world. The need for lithium. Almost everything we use in this world, from smartphones to electric cars, is powered by rechargeable batteries. Lithium is the unsung hero in this scenario, prized for its lightweight and high energy density. Its unique properties make it perfect for storing energy, which is why it's become so crucial in today's tech-driven society. Over the past decade, global demand for lithium has soared. Electric vehicles, renewable energy storage systems, and a host of portable gadgets all rely on lithium-ion batteries. Although a single electric car only requires a modest amount of lithium, the cumulative effect across millions of vehicles is staggering. This surge in demand isn't limited to one sector. It spans across various industries that are all racing toward a greener, more efficient future. The global consumption of lithium is a reflection of these sweeping changes. Countries like Australia, Chile, and China have emerged as leading producers, but there's a growing push in regions such as the US and Europe to develop local supplies. This has spurred innovation in extraction methods, aiming to balance increased production with reduced environmental impact. Additionally, recycling initiatives are gaining traction, promising to reclaim lithium from used batteries and help alleviate some supply pressures. Did you know lithium could have a big impact on mental health? Hear this. Lithium might be just a simple element on the periodic table, but in the world of psychiatric medicine, it has become nothing short of a lifeline for many. For decades, lithium has played a pivotal role in treating bipolar disorder, a condition marked by dramatic shifts between highs and lows. While it might seem surprising that a metal can have such profound effects on mood and behavior, the story of lithium is one of both promise and caution. For many people living with bipolar disorder, lithium isn't merely a medication, it's a steadying force amid the storm. Discovered in the mid-20th century as a mood stabilizer, lithium has helped countless individuals manage their manic and depressive episodes. Its ability to smooth out the erratic swings of mood has allowed many to reclaim stability in their lives, opening doors to improved relationships, careers, and overall quality of life. The transformation experienced by these individuals underscores the deep, personal impact of lithium, a testament to how science can touch human lives in meaningful ways. Of course, as with any treatment that offers significant benefits, lithium is not without its challenges. The same qualities that make it effective in stabilizing mood can also lead to side effects that require careful management. Patients on lithium therapy may face issues such as weight gain, tremors, and impacts on thyroid and kidney function. These potential side effects necessitate regular monitoring and adjustments, ensuring that the medication remains both safe and effective. It's a delicate balancing act, one that requires trust between patients and their healthcare providers, as well as a willingness to engage in ongoing care and dialogue about the risks and rewards. The journey of lithium in psychiatric medicine is far from static. Researchers continue to delve deeper into understanding how lithium works at the cellular level, exploring its neuroprotective properties and potential applications beyond bipolar disorder. Ongoing studies are examining whether lithium might offer benefits in other areas of mental health, such as major depressive disorder and even certain neurodegenerative conditions. This evolving research not only holds promise for expanding the therapeutic uses of lithium, but also for refining our approach to treating complex psychiatric conditions. Back to its popular use, the story of lithium is one of both incredible opportunity and significant challenge. As we continue to depend more on renewable energy and electric mobility, lithium will remain at the heart of our technological advancements, powering not just our devices, but the broader transition toward a cleaner, more sustainable world. The lithium industry. The lithium industry is one of the most exciting and rapidly evolving sectors in today's economy. At its core, lithium is a lightweight metal that has become essential for powering our modern world. It plays a starring role in rechargeable batteries found in smartphones, laptops, electric cars, and renewable energy storage systems. With the global push toward green energy and the rise of electric vehicles, the demand for lithium is growing faster than ever. Historically, lithium was mostly seen as a chemical curiosity, used in small amounts for things like ceramics and glass. But with the tech boom, its importance skyrocketed. The lithium industry now stretches from remote salt flats in South America to hard rock mines in Australia and innovative extraction sites in the United States. Each region offers its own method of extracting lithium, reflecting the diverse nature of this mineral resource. One common method of obtaining lithium is through evaporation from salt flats, where lithium-rich brine is pumped from underground. In places like Chile and Argentina, this process takes advantage of the natural sun and wind to evaporate water, leaving behind concentrated lithium salts. Another method involves mining lithium-containing minerals directly from hard rock deposits, which is more common in Australia. Both methods have their challenges, including high water usage and environmental impacts, but they remain the primary ways lithium is brought into the market. Innovation in the lithium industry is not limited to extraction. As the world's demand increases, companies are investing in new technologies to extract lithium more efficiently and with a lower environmental footprint. For example, some projects in California's Imperial Valley are using geothermal brine, a byproduct of energy production, to extract lithium quickly and sustainably. This kind of innovation shows promise for reducing the environmental impact while boosting supply to meet the soaring global demand. Environmental concerns are a major focus in the lithium industry. Traditional mining and evaporation processes can use large amounts of water and disturb delicate ecosystems. As a result, many companies are working hard to develop methods that are more environmentally friendly. Recycling is another growing area, as experts look for ways to reclaim lithium from used batteries, reducing the need for fresh extraction and helping to build a circular economy around this valuable resource. The economic implications of the lithium industry are far-reaching. Countries that control lithium resources are gaining increased geopolitical influence. For example, nations in South America, rich in salt flats, have become key players in the global market. Meanwhile, countries like the United States are striving to develop their own domestic supplies to reduce reliance on imports and ensure a stable supply chain for their burgeoning green energy sectors. Looking ahead, the future of the lithium industry seems both promising and challenging. As the world continues to shift toward renewable energy and electric mobility, lithium will remain at the heart of technological advancements. The industry is expected to grow significantly in the coming years, driving not only technological innovation, but also sparking debates over sustainability, environmental protection, and equitable resource management. Is it good growing in America, where lithium is almost unlimited? Let's dive in. Lithium in the United States. The US lithium industry is rapidly evolving as demand for this essential element continues to surge. Lithium, the lightweight metal at the heart of rechargeable batteries, is key to powering everything from smartphones to electric vehicles and renewable energy storage systems. Historically, the US lagged behind countries like Australia and Chile in lithium production, but recent developments are changing the landscape. In the past few years, there's been a significant push to develop domestic sources of lithium. As the nation embraces green energy and seeks energy independence, American companies and government initiatives are ramping up efforts to tap into lithium reserves. One notable project is in California's Imperial Valley, where innovative methods, such as extracting lithium from geothermal brine, are being deployed. These new technologies promise not only to increase production, but also to reduce the environmental footprint compared to traditional mining and evaporation techniques. The demand for lithium in the US is driven largely by the electric vehicle (EV) boom and the broader transition toward renewable energy. As more automakers commit to electric models, and as renewable energy systems require efficient battery storage, the need for lithium continues to climb. This surge in demand is creating a dynamic market, where investments in lithium extraction and battery manufacturing are booming. Companies are now looking at lithium not just as a raw material, but as a strategic asset that will help drive the country's future energy and technology sectors. However, the rapid growth of the lithium industry in the US also presents challenges. Environmental concerns remain at the forefront, with traditional extraction methods often consuming large quantities of water and generating waste. There's a strong focus on developing sustainable extraction techniques and improving recycling processes to reclaim lithium from spent batteries. This balance between meeting growing demand and protecting the environment is a central theme in the evolution of the industry. Economically and geopolitically, the US is positioning itself to be a major player in the global lithium market. With most of the world's lithium currently controlled by a few key players, building a robust domestic industry not only supports local manufacturing, but also reduces reliance on foreign sources. This shift is critical as the global market becomes increasingly competitive and as nations vie for control over the resources needed for the green energy revolution. Looking ahead, the outlook for the US lithium industry is both promising and challenging. Continued investments in technology and sustainable practices, coupled with the rising demand from EVs and renewable energy sectors, suggest that lithium will remain a hot commodity for years to come. As the industry grows, it will undoubtedly influence everything from job creation and economic policy to international trade relations, ultimately playing a pivotal role in shaping America's energy future. The lithium industry in the US is experiencing a period of rapid growth driven by technological advancements and a global shift towards sustainable energy, especially in the state of California. How so? California Imperial Valley. California's Imperial Valley is at the center of a growing lithium industry that could help power the future of energy in the United States. In this dry region, beneath the salt flats and hot desert lands, lies lithium-rich brine, a natural resource that can be used to make batteries for electric cars, smartphones, and renewable energy storage. With the world moving toward cleaner energy, finding and using lithium in an efficient and environmentally friendly way has become a top priority. The government has noticed the potential of Imperial Valley and is working on plans to boost domestic lithium production. Their goal is to reduce the country's reliance on imported lithium and support the growing demand for electric vehicles and renewable energy. This means investing in new technologies and modern extraction methods that can pull lithium out of the brine quickly and with less harm to the environment. The government's plan includes supporting research, building new facilities, and creating jobs in the region, all while keeping a careful eye on protecting local water and land resources. Many new projects in the Imperial Valley are using innovative ways to extract lithium. One such method uses geothermal energy, which is already a part of the local energy scene. This process involves using hot water from beneath the earth to help pull lithium from the brine. It's not only faster than some traditional methods, but it also uses less water and creates less waste. This innovation could set a new standard for lithium extraction, making it both profitable and more sustainable. Looking to the future, the Imperial Valley lithium industry has a bright outlook. As electric vehicles become more popular and renewable energy systems expand, the demand for lithium will only grow. With the government's plan in place, more projects are likely to start in this area, boosting the local economy and contributing to the country's energy independence. The work being done now could lead to a steady supply of domestically produced lithium, which in turn supports technological innovation and helps fight climate change. The Imperial Valley in California is not just a place for farming and sun. It is quickly becoming a key player in the lithium industry. With government support and new technology, this area might soon power the batteries that keep our world moving towards a cleaner, greener future. The bad side of the element. Getting lithium out of the earth isn't without its problems. Many experts and community members are concerned about the environmental impact of lithium collection. One major issue is water usage. Extracting lithium, especially from salt flats and brine, often uses large amounts of water. In dry areas, this can reduce the water available for local people, wildlife, and farming. Critics say that while lithium is needed for green energy, its extraction sometimes harms the very environment we want to protect. Another concern is pollution. Traditional methods of mining and brine evaporation can produce waste and release chemicals that harm the soil and water. This waste can affect local ecosystems, making it hard for plants and animals to thrive. In some cases, the process can even leave behind toxic substances that require special disposal methods. There are, however, solutions on the horizon. Companies are working to develop new, cleaner methods of extracting lithium. For example, some are using geothermal energy to help pull lithium from brine, a method that uses less water and produces less waste. Another promising approach is recycling lithium from old batteries. Recycling not only reduces the need for new lithium extraction, but also lessens the overall environmental footprint. Governments and industry leaders are also coming together to create stricter regulations and better practices. By setting clear environmental standards and investing in research for cleaner extraction techniques, it's possible to balance the need for lithium with protecting our natural resources. While the extraction of lithium has raised valid environmental concerns, such as high water use and pollution, innovative solutions and stronger regulations offer hope. By adopting cleaner technologies and boosting recycling efforts, we can meet the growing demand for lithium in a way that is kinder to our planet. If not lithium, what can we use as an alternative? There's growing interest in finding alternatives to lithium due to environmental concerns and supply limitations. Lithium-ion batteries are popular because they are lightweight and can store a lot of energy. But mining lithium can be harmful to the environment, and lithium isn't infinite. These challenges have led scientists to explore other materials that might work just as well, or even better, in batteries. One of the most promising alternatives is sodium-ion batteries. Sodium is found in abundance in salt and seawater, which makes it a much more common resource than lithium. Sodium-ion batteries work on a similar principle to lithium-ion batteries. While they are not as efficient or long-lasting right now, ongoing research aims to improve their performance. If successful, sodium-ion batteries could be used in everything from small devices to larger energy storage systems. Researchers are also looking at other materials like magnesium, zinc, and aluminum. Magnesium, for example, is abundant and could potentially store a lot of energy. Zinc and aluminum batteries are also being studied because they tend to be low-cost and safe. These alternatives are still in the early stages of development, but they hold promise for future applications, especially in large-scale energy storage, where cost and safety are critical. Having said this, what's the future of battery technology? The search for better battery technologies is ongoing, and the best solution might involve a mix of materials or entirely new technologies. Advances in research could lead to batteries that are safer, more efficient, and less harmful to the environment than current lithium-ion batteries. This progress is vital as the world shifts toward renewable energy and more electric vehicles. While lithium-ion batteries have been a game-changer for our technology, the future may well belong to alternatives like sodium, magnesium, zinc, or aluminum batteries. These alternatives could reduce environmental impact and address supply concerns. As research continues, we may soon see a new generation of batteries that are not only more sustainable, but also more effective in powering our everyday lives. Will it ever run out? While lithium isn't found in large, pure deposits, it is actually quite abundant. However, the challenge lies in extracting lithium in a way that is both economical and environmentally friendly. Even though there is a lot of lithium on the planet, only a fraction is easy to access. The process of mining lithium from hard rock or extracting it from salt flats can be costly and may harm the environment. As technology advances, new methods, such as extracting lithium from geothermal brine, are being developed to make the process more efficient and less damaging. This means that while lithium itself is not running out, our ability to extract it sustainably is something we need to manage carefully. Another important factor is recycling. As more lithium-ion batteries reach the end of their life, recycling can help recover lithium for reuse. Recycling not only reduces the need for new mining, but also minimizes the environmental impact. Many experts believe that with proper recycling and more efficient extraction techniques, the supply of lithium can meet future demand without depleting the Earth's resources. Looking to the future, the risk of running out of lithium depends on several factors: how fast the demand grows, how much we improve extraction and recycling methods, and whether alternative battery technologies become viable. Researchers are also exploring alternatives, like sodium-ion batteries, which could reduce our reliance on lithium. This means that even if lithium supplies were to become strained, there might be other options available. While lithium is a finite resource, it is unlikely that we will completely run out of it anytime soon. The real challenge lies in extracting and using it in a sustainable way. With advances in technology, improved recycling, and ongoing research into alternatives, the lithium industry can continue to support our growing energy needs without depleting the Earth's resources. Politics on lithium reserves. Nowadays, it's hard not to notice how the pursuit of energy solutions is reshaping international politics. At the heart of this transformation lies lithium, a seemingly modest metal that has become a linchpin in the global race toward a cleaner, greener future. As countries around the world recognize lithium's pivotal role in powering electric vehicles, renewable energy storage, and even portable devices, a fierce competition has emerged over its reserves, revealing much about our current geopolitical landscape. The story of lithium is, in many ways, a story of hidden potential. Historically overshadowed by traditional energy sources like oil and gas, lithium has burst onto the scene as technological advancements have unveiled its critical importance in battery technology. This once underappreciated element now holds the promise of enabling sustainable energy systems, and with that promise comes intense international interest. Nations that control significant lithium deposits are finding themselves in a powerful position, influencing global supply chains and, by extension, international relations. Much of the world's lithium reserves are concentrated in a few key regions. The Lithium Triangle in South America, encompassing parts of Chile, Argentina, and Bolivia, holds a treasure trove of lithium-rich salt flats. These vast natural reservoirs have become a focal point for both regional and global players. South American countries are acutely aware that their natural endowment can serve as an economic lifeline, attracting significant foreign investment. However, this abundance also brings challenges. Balancing the exploitation of lithium resources with environmental sustainability and the needs of local communities has become a delicate dance, one that has major geopolitical implications. Beyond South America, other countries have also stepped into the spotlight. Australia, for instance, has emerged as one of the world's leading lithium producers. Its well-established mining infrastructure and regulatory framework have allowed it to ramp up production quickly, making it a key supplier to global markets. Meanwhile, countries like China are not only investing in their domestic lithium extraction capabilities, but are also forging strategic partnerships and investing in lithium mining projects abroad. China's comprehensive approach underscores its broader strategy of securing critical resources to maintain economic stability and technological progress. This competitive scramble for lithium isn't merely about securing raw materials. It's also about shaping alliances and redefining power structures on the international stage. When nations invest in lithium exploration and production, they are also investing in their future economic and technological prowess. In some cases, these investments have led to new diplomatic relationships, while in others, they have sparked tensions as countries jockey for influence. The pursuit of lithium has, in many respects, become a microcosm of the larger strategic competition that defines 21st century geopolitics. The impact of this lithium competition extends far beyond the borders of resource-rich nations. For instance, the United States and the European Union have both recognized the need to reduce dependence on potentially volatile supply chains dominated by a few key players. Efforts are underway to diversify sources of lithium, develop domestic mining capabilities, and invest in battery recycling technologies. Such initiatives not only aim to secure a steady supply of this critical resource, but also serve as a form of strategic resilience against potential supply disruptions, a testament to how deeply intertwined energy security and national security have become. Yet, amidst the high-stakes negotiations and strategic maneuvers, it's essential to remember that at its core, the lithium story is about more than just geopolitics. It's about our collective future. The global transition toward renewable energy is a shared challenge that transcends national borders. While competition over lithium reserves can foster rivalry, it can also pave the way for international cooperation. Joint ventures in research and development, shared investments in sustainable mining practices, and coordinated efforts in recycling and resource management all have the potential to create a more stable and equitable global landscape. As we look ahead, the geopolitical dynamics surrounding lithium will undoubtedly continue to evolve. The challenges are complex, involving not just economic and environmental factors, but also the intricate interplay of international diplomacy and strategic planning. What remains clear is that lithium, a metal once hidden in the background, has taken center stage in a global drama that will shape the future of energy, technology, and international relations for decades to come. In our interconnected world, the race for lithium is a reminder that resources, no matter how small or unassuming, can have far-reaching consequences. It is a call for thoughtful policy, responsible stewardship, and international collaboration, one that recognizes that the energy choices we make today will define the geopolitical contours of tomorrow. Were you fascinated by both the farmers and the use of lithium? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. We'll see you in the next video.